Well, hello. I want to talk to you today about another Jinhao pen. Now, I'll be honest, I don't like fancy packaging with pens, but I bought this pen because of the packaging. So let's look at the packaging first, since that's why I bought the pen. Anyway, it comes a nice cardboard sleeve. It's, has some pottery and a lot of Chinese writing. On the back, it calls it a Jinhao craft pen, and they give a little description of it. Then you open up the sleeve, and this is the packaging I liked. It's a wood box. I'll give you a close-up. The top is covered with Chinese characters. You open up the inside. It came with a little card, booklet that has a little bit about different pens that Jinhao has. The pen itself was nestled in the box like this. I have unnestled it, of course. And this bamboo thing, which I haven't quite figured out what it's for. It's all covered with Chinese writing again and a rather nice drawing. So if somebody knows what this bamboo thing is for, please let me know. Now, as for the pen itself, the pen is a black pen. It's shiny. I've mentioned before that some of Jinhao's pens are really gaudy and maybe even a little pretentious. They just look fancier than they should. This is a pen I really like. It's fancy. The clip is a dragon with two red eyes. I'm pretty sure they're plastic or glass, but it's all gold plate. But even though it's fancy looking, it looks right, if that makes any sense. There's a drawing of a dragon on it and Chinese writing on the cap. Inside, it's a snap cap. Like some of the other Jinhaos, if I let this pen sit overnight or too long, the ink does dry up in the nib and it's kind of a hard starter. Now, when I start writing here with my sample, there's not going to be any hard starts because I was writing with this pen this morning. So it is a converter pen. I suppose I could put a cartridge in it, but I've never tried it. It comes with a decent converter. It's a Jinhao converter, but it's a step up from some of the converters I've shown in some of my other Jinhao pens. And unlike some of my other Jinhao pens, writing is not an issue except for that hard start when the pen sits for a while. So overall, I like it. And I don't usually like metal pens. There's some kind of coating on the grip that makes this one more comfortable. It's not... I'm not really sure what the coating is. It might just be paint, but anyway, it feels a lot better than just plain metal. I'll give you a quick size comparison here. Compared to the Noodler's pen, because I've been using a Noodler's Conrad as my benchmark, it is a lot heavier. The Noodler's Conrad is just a teeny bit taller, but of course the Jinhao has this little doohickey on the cap, which gives it another 1/8 of an inch. Uncapped. As far as girth, they're about the same, but the Noodler's Conrad is a good 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch longer. If I post them, and I honestly do not ever post this Jinhao, I just don't like the feel of it posted. But if I post it, and it does post securely, the Jinhao gets almost a 1/2 inch on the Noodler's Conrad. So I thank you for watching, and now we will switch to a writing sample. I'm going to do a quick writing sample with the Jinhao Chinese Dragon Offspring pen. It has a medium nib. The ink I'm using is Private Reserve Tanzanite. And I'm trying this slightly differently. I'm actually... Wow, this is awkward. You're just be glad you don't see my acrobatics here. But I found... when I just start up the pen after I haven't written with it for a while, that the ink is hard starting, sometimes dries up in the nib. It's very dark, as though a lot of the water has evaporated out of it. But once I start writing, it flows just fine. And I probably shouldn't have been sitting there holding it, because that's why it dried up there. But I don't really know what word I'm writing. I keep thinking I'm going to write the word flex, but there's a little bit of springiness in the nib. It's not a flex pen the way a Noodler's is. A smooth writer though, but not an awe-inspiring pen, but definitely a very nice pen and kind of a fun pen to use. So I hope that was helpful. I will see you later.